Morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, it's Friday morning, and ain't God good? And won't He do it? Oh, yes, He will. Oh, yes, He will. I know my listener probably saying, Lee Craft, Lee Craft, Lee Craft. You say the same thing every morning. I'm going to say Enoch, Ewok. Enoch. That means y'all sure know what to say. Look, today is Fun Friday, right? I'm gonna give you some fun facts about something that happened to me years ago. You probably said, Lee Crab, that didn't really happen. I said, shoot, the devil, it's a lot. Look, I went to interview for this place called Evil Incorporated, EVIL Incorporated. That's the acronym E.V.I.L. Equals not. But before we get started, if you have any comments or concerns, please email me at leecraftwhatif@gmail.com or go to Anchor, Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Threads, or Instagram. Look for animated black man with a white beard, smiling and profiling, and finally realize everybody trying to size me up. Man, look, I applied for that job, went on an interview. I'm like, I said, how you doing? My name is Lee Craft. I'm here to interview for this manager position. Come on in, Lee. Give him 5 minutes. He'll be right in. And we'll call you back in a minute. I said, shoot. I said, okay. I go to the back. This guy dressed like, I said, man, shoot. I need to pull the shades. He look like Count Dracula. Welcome. How you doing, Lee Craft? I'm doing fine. Shake his head, everything, sit down. I said, Lee, what makes you want to be part of this company? I said, well, I don't know much about the company. I tried to look it up. I didn't see much about it. So I said, well, you know what? Give me an opportunity. I said, the money is in the ballpark of what I want to be. And plus, like I said, I wanted to accept opportunities. You know, I take challenges. Put it like that. Yeah, Lee. He said, Lee, I got a few questions for you, Lee. See if you are a fit for this company. I said, okay. I said, okay. Ask me anything. Lee, have you ever backstabbed anybody before? No, I haven't. Really, Lee? Lee, have you ever told something that wasn't none of your business? No, I haven't. Lee, have you ever cussed somebody out while working? I said, no, I haven't. Should I? I said, no, I haven't did none of that. Lee, do you feel that you can get to the top without stepping on people? Yeah, I do feel if I work hard enough, I can get there. Lee, Lee, we need people that's gonna be cutthroat, Lee, because this is the dog eat dog world. I said, what? He said, yes, Lee. No, see, if you know what they're making this business, the name on our outside our door is Evil Incorporated. So in order to be part of this company, you got to have some evil ways. I said, what? I said, are you serious? Yeah, I'm serious. But before we get started, if you have any comments or concerns, please email me at leecraftwhatif@gmail.com or go to Anchor, Spotify, YouTube, Facebook. I think I did all that wrong. Look, be mindful. No matter what you're going through, I can guarantee you one thing, that it's going to be okay as long as you make God a part of your life. That's what is guaranteed. That's what I meant to say. Look, sometimes we tell the stories, right? Sometimes it messes you up. And it makes it bad. This is the true story. You know, they tell me, Lee, you're not a fit for this company. You got to be cutthroat. You're not doing none of those things that we need for this company to grow. I said, who was the vice president? Donna Blaze? She said, either yes, Donna Blaze. But no, this thing, good people. If you have to work at a place that you have to stab somebody in the back, stab somebody in the face, or do all those things to get to the top, if that's the place that you want to be, it's just for you, but not for me. Because you got to do all those things to get there. You're not going to sustain that. You're not going to be there alone. That's all I'm saying. You're not going to be there alone. And that's what's so crazy. But like I said, though, be mindful. On my podcast, I do not edit. My podcast is like real life. You have to live with it and deal with it. You know, like I say, you make mistakes, right? Who had made a mistake? I made a mistake by going to Evil Incorporated. You know, like I said, see, we think about money. You know, if the job was right for me and I'm getting paid a good figure, I'm going to knock out the park. But if the job doesn't fit, I don't care if I'm getting $100,000 an hour. That ain't for me. See, at the end of the day, you still got to look at that person in the mirror. Well, Craft man, don't say what you won't do. No, sometimes you can say what you won't do. You know, I've always said, don't say what you won't do, just say what you haven't done. But you know, if that's going to take your soul from you, oh no, man. I passed. I passed on a lot of things before. You know, partner of mine making good money and stuff, man. And He doing something I said, I don't agree with that. I can't sit there and cheat people, you know. I can be a car salesman, you know, because man, crap, you gotta look at the bottom line, man. It's supporting your family. I ain't gonna support my family, man, while I'm killing another family. That ain't me. That ain't me. We forget about the small things, the human side, the Jesus side, all those things. Crap, man, you still got to feed the family. I can feed my family while I hurt another family. I'm just saying, people, just saying. How much money do you need to feed your family? Huh? You plan on feeding the family from? Look, I'm gonna leave it right there. But you know what I'm saying. You get the gist of what I'm trying to say. It's like, don't sell your soul for something that might be temporary. You know what I'm saying? You want to sell your soul for something that's going to benefit you in the end. You know, for those who believe. So that's the way I look at it. So like I said to people, that's my show for this morning. I know I stumbled. I know I rumbled. I know I probably fell down. But ain't God good to get me back up on my feet? Say, hey, son, you still got this. So I'm telling you the same thing that was told to me. You got this. Don't sell your soul for something that's going to make you age. You be like, woe is me. No. You have integrity. You hold your head high. You take a job that's going to benefit you. And you go to work and smile and be at peace. You know, not going to work, man. Who I got stabbed today? Huh? And see, when you try to stab my ass, pretty soon everybody going to stab you. You're going to go home and fall through the door. What's wrong with you? They finally got you, then they leave. How you know? Shoot. Look at all them holes in your body. I can see straight through you. That's all I'm saying, man. Look, that was my show for this morning. I hope you enjoyed the show this morning. If you didn't enjoy it, I apologize. Like my children always say, Daddy, you're not a good storyteller. They right, but I can say one thing, though. What comes from the heart reaches the heart. So with that being said, this is Lee Crabb. This is my podcast. If you have any comments or concerns, please email me at leecraftwhatif@gmail.com. One band, one sound. Together, we got an opportunity to turn this whole world around. But in order to have a real conversation, you got to have real people if you want to have a real conversation. Have a blessed day. And please find time and make time to tell God, thank you. Thank you. Stay blessed.